Guys, are we being lied to? That's what I want to know. What you guys think about that? Like, are we being lied to? There's a lot of talk in crypto right now about companies not buying the amount of Bitcoin that they're saying they're buying. Now, in a there are probably months ago, some of my older videos, I talked about price action. Okay. Now, back when XRP was 55 cents, all these guys were selling people on XRP and they were using this one word, and it would piss me off all the time. Utility. The utility. The utility of the coin. The utility. Bro, fuck your utility. We're here to get rich. We're here to get rich. Okay? I understand the utility of Bitcoin. It's part of it. But at the same time, I'm not here for utility. I'm here to get rich and live a free life without any bonds to finances whatsoever. I'm here to get rich. I'm here to grow my wealth. I don't give a fuck about what banks are doing with XRP. I don't give a fuck about what Vitalik Buterin is doing with ETH. I don't give a fuck about Bitcoin doing Bitcoin things. I know that didn't make sense, but you get the point. The point is that if we aren't growing value, I say making money, but money means cash, and we don't like cash. So growing our value, growing our wealth, turning $10 into 20, turning 50,000 into 100, turning 100,000 into a million. That is the only reason we are here. So when I hear Bitcoin maximalists or XRP maximalists talking about Bitcoin sucks, XRP's the king, XRP sucks, Bitcoin's the king, I automatically discredit those people. They mean nothing to me because that tells me that you aren't able to see multiple outcomes in the future. So Jack Mallers, shitcoin, XRP, he has this war against XRP. Bro, you're a Bitcoin guy. You've become rich off Bitcoin. I understand why you like Bitcoin, but that Bitcoin people are supposed to be open-minded. That's why they got into Bitcoin. That's why I got into Bitcoin, because I was looking for other avenues of wealth growth. Okay? If I know Blockbuster is doing well, and then I see Netflix coming up right alongside it, I'm going to put money into both. I am going to spread my money anywhere where it's going to make me more money. So when Jack Mahler or Max Kaiser says that every other coin sucks and it's a shit coin and it's going to zero, that's false. That's false. That's false. XRP is not going to zero. Bitcoin is not going to zero. Nothing is going to zero here except like the lower 5,000 coins like Bonk or like Aptos. Like maybe not even Aptos. Like these look like all Pepe, Polkadot. Like, dude, some of these coins haven't done shit since 2019. Polkadot has literally, you could have put $10,000 into Polkadot back in 2020 or 2021, 2022, and you would have lost money up till this point. Okay? The only coin, even Litecoin, dude, Litecoin has been at $80 since when I first bought it back in 2019. Like it was at like $40, $50. It has been at $80, between $70 to $100 for the last 3 years, dude. That pisses me off. Okay? It pissed me off when XRP was just sitting at 55 cents for 4 years, then the SEC lawsuit, then this other bullshit, then the SEC. Like, dude, the point of all this is we are here to get rich. And I'm sick of these freaking maximalists maximalizing each coin. Like, dude, do not listen to people who only side with one coin. You need to approach every single money-making opportunity with an open mind. Sure, Bitcoin could go to $1 million, but we don't know. Ethereum could go to $20,000, but we don't know. XRP could go to $100, but we don't know. So anybody who says, I do believe that the elites know what's going to happen here. So unless they're like an elitist, an elite, like an Elon Musk, like a Donald Trump, like a Bezos, like a Musk, like those are the people who know what's going to happen in the future. These markets are all rigged. I hope you guys know that. Like, you just have to find out the best probability of success for the market. So, going by that, success of the market, this market's been here for 15 years already. Bitcoin has been here for 20 years, dude. That is what I'm talking about. Past history, credibility, trust. XRP hit $2. Now I'm all in. I was really suspicious when XRP was 55 cents, going to 75, sitting there for a year, going down to 25, sitting there for a year, going up to 67. Dude, 67 cents with XRP, we were sitting there for like 2 years doing nothing. And I was really starting to think that these XRP guys were paid shills by Ripple to broadcast this to us, so we buy in, and then we are at their exit liquidity. So I wasn't sure, but once XRP hit $2, and now it's sitting at $2 and above for the last 7-8 months, I feel pretty good. That's not to say I haven't seen XRP go back down. I have seen that happen, but we're in a different time right now. This is 2025, not 2021 or 2022. So it's different now. Things are different. Things are different every year. Now, I think we're being lied to. I think that these companies are saying they're buying Bitcoin, and they're not buying Bitcoin. They're not buying anything. Like, none of these prices are moving. This brings me back to the first few minutes of this video. Price action, price action, price action. If you hear someone on YouTube say they don't care about price action, that means they don't care about increasing their wealth, which to me in my brain means you're suspicious. Why don't you want to make more wealth? Do you have enough wealth? Do you not care to get more wealthy? Because I need to get more wealthy. I know you guys need to get more wealthy. You guys, we're the peasants. We need more money. We need to grow our wealth. We want money. More money now. And when you hear Jack Mallers say, it's all about the utility. It's all about the utility. I don't care about price. Fuck you. Fuck you. We need money. And that's why we're here. If you're not here for money, then I don't know what the fuck you're here for. Get the fuck out. Go back to stocks with 8% a year, 4% a year. Get the fuck out of crypto. We are here to make massive gains. And with that desire to make massive gains, you have to accept high risk. You have to build your portfolio knowing that you're going into a high risk environment, supposedly. Underneath the curtain, we know that there is something to this market, something that the elites aren't telling us. Part of the conspiracy. Kevin O'Leary, this piece of shit, telling you guys 10 years ago not to buy Bitcoin. And now he's still telling you not to buy Bitcoin. These paid elites are paid to broadcast this to your brain through the television, which tells you lies. Television, Latin or Greek for telling you lies. One of those, Latin or Greek. Latin, television, telling you lies. I don't listen to politicians. There's a Twitter page called Inverse Kramer. And I swear to God, guys, I've been following this page for 6 years, and it is like clockwork. Whenever that guy says, don't buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Whenever that guy says, don't buy Bitcoin, or you know what I mean. Whenever he says, don't buy Bitcoin, you buy Bitcoin. When he says, buy Bitcoin, you don't buy Bitcoin. Everything with that guy is opposite, and that's because he's a paid shill. Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien, any of these late night talk show hosts, anybody on Shark Tank, anybody who's on TV, on the airwaves, broadcasting to you peasants is lying to you. They're part of the other team. In the last video, I was talking about the other team. We're on the same team. We're trying to get rich. We're still trying to build our wealth. We're young. Those guys are older. They've already made their wealth. They're in positions of power. They have full power. They don't want us here. All right. I hope you guys understand. I think we're being lied to. I think they're telling us they're buying Bitcoin and they're not. Or they're buying it over the counter. But remember, price action. That's really the only thing we care about, guys. If XRP goes to $100, what do you think? I'm not going to cash like half of that out? What do you think? I'm just going to sit there on a $100 XRP with $600,000 in my bag and just say, nope, I'm just going to sit here because I don't care about price action and I like utility. I love utility. $500,000 of utility. I'm just going to sit here and not cash out. Are you fucking serious? Is that what you utility guys are telling me to do? Oh, Bitcoin went to $1 million. You made a few $100,000. Yeah, utility. I don't need the money. I'll just leave it there. Dude, you're in for a world of hurt. Shave some off the top. You need some cash on the side, okay? I'm tired of this utility bullshit. I'm tired of this price action. I'm starting to get pissed off again like I used to in my first videos. This price is not moving. It's not moving. And you hear all these people on Twitter like, biggest bull run of the century. Bro, this is nothing yet compared to 2021. This is nothing yet. Dude, I made my first $101,000 in 2021 with only crypto. I bought Ethereum and Bitcoin. I bought Ethereum at $400. I put $5,000 into Ethereum at $400, turned that into 25 grand because in 2021, with the whole NFT thing, it ran up to about almost $5,000. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I made 25 grand, 5x my money, cashed a little bit out, put some into other coins. Bitcoin, I bought at 15, 30,000, went up to 69,000, took about half out of there, put it into the other coins. Should I not have sold? No, I actually am really happy with my decision that I sold back then. Because if you believe Bitcoin is going to 1 million, you know this market's going to keep going up. And that's what it has been doing these last few years. So my point of this video is you need to think for yourself whether we're being lied to or not. Make your own decision whether you're going to put money in here. I'm telling you, I've been here for almost 7 years now. And when I was here in the beginning, Bitcoin was not $108,000. Okay, it was just, you would just hear whispers of Bitcoin being $100,000. XRP had already hit almost 281 or $3.81 back in the 2017 bull run. So I was just waiting for that to happen back then. So I've seen XRP quad my money, 4x my money. Ethereum, I told you, Ethereum, I made $25,000 with Ethereum back in 2020 or 2021. So in my mind, in my past history, I believe in this market because I've had success with this market. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. But you guys have to think for yourself whether you want to be in this market. Because I'm telling you right now, it looks all well and dandy right here. But I would not be surprised if the elites feel like dropping us a little lower and scaring the shit out of you guys a little more. Like, I really think that they're trying to scare the shit out of you guys. They're trying to buy time, and they're trying to last as long as they can with it and make sure as little of us peasants get in here as possible. They're trying to get as much of the peasants out, flushed out as possible. And it's up to us to hold on to that rope. Hold on to that rock that you're climbing on. Don't fall off. Don't get scared. Use the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Just buy in the fear. That, I'm telling you, it's so simple. People think it's bullshit, but market sentiment is one of the most important things I've found in crypto. The feeling out there in the ether on Twitter of how people are feeling. That's what the Fear and Greed Index is. You gotta buy the blood. That's the only way to do this. Every time you buy the blood, you'll get a little bit step up. Every time you buy the blood, you step up. It goes up, you step up. It goes down, you buy it, you step up a little bit more. That's how it works. You got to build the staircase up with the market. All right, I'll leave you with that, guys. Thanks for